Curious if he's genuinely thinking about you, even if he's not showing it? Try this quick technique right now. All it takes is 30 seconds to feel the shift. You might be used to checking social media views or scanning for messages, but that usually just fuels more doubt and waiting. Real validation starts from within, through your own energy and focus. Carl Jung discovered that when thought and emotion are combined with intensity, they create changes in brain chemistry and spark subconscious reactions in others. That's the power behind this 33-second process. It works on both ends. You'll feel different, and so will he, without needing to chase. In the next few moments, I'll walk you through a brief 10-second mental setup to tune your frequency to his. You'll use a vivid mental image that speaks to his emotional brain and a simple energetic closure that helps lock in the connection. Often with real-world results in under 2 days. Still skeptical? Just look at what countless women from our channel are already experiencing. Messages, unexpected phone calls, or thoughtful gestures they never saw coming. You could be next. Stick with me until the end. I'll guide you step by step and also reveal the number one mistake that blocks this from working in nearly 90% of cases. So if you're ready to step back into your feminine confidence and finally feel sure that he's thinking about you without needing to beg, hint, or obsess, then take a deep breath. Because the confirmation you've been looking for begins right now. When someone unexpectedly crosses your mind, it's rarely random. But if you keep surfacing in another person's thoughts without reaching out or doing a thing, that's more than chance. That's energetic alignment. And that's exactly what we're tapping into here. Before diving into the 33-second method, you need to know why it actually works and why it might not have in the past. Maybe you've already tried focusing on him, daydreaming, visualizing, meditating, even repeating affirmations, but still, nothing. No message, no sign. Why? It all comes down to the state of being you were in when you sent that mental energy. Were you grounded and full of certainty, or were you reaching from a place of anxiety or emptiness? Here's the truth. Most women send these emotional signals while feeling lack, fear, or insecurity. And when your energy is centered around, "I don't have it," that's the exact message the universe reflects back to you. The absence becomes louder. This method flips that pattern. What we're doing here is rooted in presence, not desperation. It's a different frequency altogether, one that draws him in without force. Now let's shift your energy to that space and begin. Carl Jung spoke of a key idea behind deep psychological manifestation. It's not the outside world that shapes your thoughts. It's your higher level thinking that reshapes your reality. Neville Goddard added to this by saying, "You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are." So if you step into the mindset of, "He's already thinking about me," and your body truly feels that as real, you're not imagining, it's transmitting. Your biofield shifts, your chemistry changes, and suddenly, there's a ripple. That energetic pulse is picked up on his end, even if he doesn't understand why. He doesn't have to consciously believe in any of this, he just has to be human. But this isn't just an idea to ponder. It only works when your body internalizes it. You have to experience it as if it's already unfolding. That's why this isn't just a video to watch. This is something to do, to feel on every level. That's when the real shift happens. Ready to try it for yourself? Let's go deeper. We activate 3 key centers within you. First is the conscious mind, where you establish a laser-focused intention. Next is the heart, your emotional core that magnifies the message. Finally, the physical body, which anchors the energy as if it already exists. When these 3 centers align in harmony, you create a powerful coherence. Your signal becomes less a wish and more a clear broadcast. This isn't mystical. It's grounded in applied biology, energy science, and consciousness. Before we dive into the 33-second technique, ask yourself, are you prepared to release the anxiety of wondering whether he's thinking of you, only to discover that he truly is? This process doesn't operate through force or control. It's fueled by trust and an internal knowing that sees no need for external validation because you already feel it. That's where the real shift takes place. Often, when a woman feels uncertain, she craves someone thinking about her as proof of her value. But this method flips that dynamic entirely. When you choose yourself with confidence, self-esteem, and calm, your frequency becomes magnetic. Then he starts to think of you naturally, without knowing why, without being open to it. He simply has to be human. Again, this doesn't work in theory. It only succeeds when your body lives it as though it has already happened. That's why this isn't just a video to listen to. It's an experience to feel and embody. We're going to awaken 3 important centers in you. The conscious mind to set a clear intention, the heart to amplify the signal emotionally, and the body to hold and store this energy as if it's real. When those 3 come into alignment, your desire transforms into a vibrating message, not esoteric fantasy, but modern science in motion. Now it's time to prepare the channel through which this connection flows. If you jump straight into the exercise without internal alignment, your field will be weak, scattered, and weighed down by conflicting thoughts. Our aim is full coherence between what you think, what you feel, and what you send. Nobody in the world hasn't at some point sensed someone else's thought, not because they were told, but because their body felt it. A pressure in the chest, a sensation that arises without explanation, a stirring desire triggered without external input. That is the signal, and yes, you can create it consciously. Carl Jung described it like this: when you generate an inward image rich with elevated emotion, you're communicating with the collective unconscious. You're sending a psychic wave, which then resonates out and draws in a matching frequency. Step 1. Calm your mind. Find a quiet corner, or at least a spot with minimal distraction, where you can sit comfortably for a couple of minutes. It doesn't need to be perfect silence, just enough to disconnect from external chatter. First thing in the morning or late in the evening often works best when your energetic field is naturally clearer. Close your eyes and focus on your breathing. Inhale, exhale, naturally. Let your thoughts drift like clouds across the sky. You don't have to stop them, just let them pass. This is essential because if your mind is overactive, it will block the energetic frequency you're trying to send. Remember, you're not thinking, you're feeling. Spend at least a minute here before moving on. Step 2. Connect to the desire without fear. Now shift your mindset. Rather than missing him or feeling his absence, picture him as though he's present, thinking about you, sensing you, connected. Imagine, even for a few precious seconds, that at this very moment he pauses in some sense. Maybe your voice, a scent, a memory, pulls him back to you. Don't visualize it as a story or a film. Instead, feel it internally in your body. What would it feel like to sense him stop and think of you without warning? Breathe in that sensation. Don't question its validity. Simply inhale as if it's already true. That breath, saturated with emotion, marks the start of the biological shift you're initiating. Your body doesn't distinguish sharply between vivid imagination and physical reality. That's what makes this step so potent. It begins to trigger the same hormonal, energetic, and emotional response as if he were actually thinking of you. Step 3. Create your physical anchor. Now choose a small, simple gesture to serve as your anchor, a physical cue that your body will associate with this energetic shift. This could be placing your right hand over the center of your chest, folding your fingers together, or resting your fingertips lightly on your forehead. During the full 33-second exercise, every time you perform this gesture, your body will link it to the emotional energy you're generating. It's a form of emotional neural programming that helps your vibration snap back to the connection point faster the next time you do it. Try the gesture now while breathing deeply. No expectation, just presence. If you're comfortable, practice in front of a mirror, not to critique yourself, but to witness your presence, your own power. Do this for a few breaths and anchor the feeling. Take your time. Reconnect with your breath, your calm center, your elevated state. Let the gesture become your symbol of coherence. This is your groundwork for the approach. Once these three centers, the mind, heart, and body, are in sync, you'll be ready to move into the 33-second technique with full energetic alignment. That's the setup. And from here, you'll step into the next phase, directly broadcasting your aligned frequency into reality. The 33-second technique to transmit emotional connection. This is the point where everything shifts. You've centered your thoughts, grounded your body, and aligned your internal energy. You've come to understand something vital. You don't need to plead, pursue, or wait for someone to validate what you already sense deep down. What you're about to do now is more than just a practice. It's an energetic transmission so clear and strong that it reaches him without effort or explanation. The one rule that makes it work. This technique is simple in structure, but it relies on one crucial condition. For the next 33 seconds, you must be fully present. That means no wandering thoughts, no emotional tension, no mental clutter. It's just you, your pure intention, and the physical cue you've selected. Maybe it's placing your hand gently on your heart, linking your fingers together, or softly touching the center of your forehead. Use the gesture you chose earlier. This is your trigger, your anchor. It marks the exact moment when your emotional field begins to vibrate outward, centering the energy field. Before we dive in, take a moment to prepare your internal space. Breathe deeply in through your nose. Pause for a few seconds, then exhale through your mouth. Repeat this cycle 2 more times. With each breath, feel your mind settle and your body open up. You are not just relaxing. You're preparing to send a signal from a place of alignment. Step 1. When he thinks of you now, close your eyes. Visualize a scene where he's going about his normal day. Maybe he's working, walking through the house, or sitting quietly. Then out of nowhere, your image surfaces in his thoughts. He didn't intend to think of you, it just happens. You emerge into his consciousness, not as a memory, but as a presence. And in that moment, he stops. He doesn't know why, but he feels something. Maybe it's your laugh. Maybe it's a specific detail, your scent, your tone, your energy. Maybe he doesn't consciously think anything at all, but something shifts within him. That happens because you're transmitting energy right now. Hold that image in your mind. Now do your physical gesture slowly and with purpose. Let it become the physical cue that sends your energetic signal outward. As you do this, don't just see the moment, feel it. Let your body experience what it's like to be vividly present in someone else's mind. What does your breath feel like? Are your shoulders more relaxed? Is there warmth in your chest? Let your body fully embody the knowing that you're being thought of. Step 2. Emotional amplification. Here's where the power deepens. To truly embed this image in your energetic field, you need to pair it with a high-frequency emotion. Not fear, not desperation, but something elevated. Gratitude, confidence, peace, self-respect. Now repeat quietly, or aloud if you prefer. I am in his thoughts. I am remembered. He senses me without needing a reason. Let this statement settle in your nervous system. This isn't a desire, it's a reality. Breathe again. Do your gesture once more. Let the sensation root into your body. You can count backward if that helps maintain your focus, or simply sit still with the feeling. Your system knows how to process this. Your energy is already delivering the message. Your subconscious is locking it into place. Step 3. Sealing the signal. It's time to release, not with longing or sadness, but with the calm assurance that the message has been sent. Picture it like ending a heartfelt phone call. You know you were heard. Take one last deep breath. Gently stop the gesture. And say this closing affirmation. Let my signal land where it's supposed to. Let the response arrive without me needing to look for it. I welcome the reflection. Now open your eyes. At this moment, the energy is active. It's been broadcast. You don't need to do anything else. How to respond. After the activation. Here's where many people slip. They interrupt the flow by searching for immediate feedback. They start asking, did it work? Why hasn't he messaged? What if nothing happens? These questions, as natural as they are, start pulling your frequency backward. It's like watering a seed and then digging it up 10 minutes later to see if it's sprouting. The first aligned response is silence. You might feel a wave of peace or even uncertainty after the practice. That's okay, but resist the urge to analyze it. Don't discuss it with others. Don't dissect what you did or didn't feel. Keep it sacred, internal. Let it settle inside you like a seed planted in fertile ground. Silence, too, is magnetic. It signals deep self-trust. It says, I have done the work, now I allow it to unfold. What to watch for. Stay open to how your intuition speaks. Over the next few hours or days, you might experience a spontaneous message or call from him, a vivid dream involving him, hearing his name unexpectedly, a sudden deep feeling of emotional recognition. These are not coincidences, they are reflections of what you've initiated. And here's what matters most. You didn't chase someone. You didn't ask for attention. You stood in your own energetic power and sent out a message from a place of fullness, not lack. This isn't just an exercise, it's a return to your own center. You can repeat this anytime. Not to make something happen, but to reconnect with your own frequency. Always come back to this technique from a place of clarity, not craving. Do it because you're aligned, not because you're waiting. Because when a woman lives in this space of empowered stillness, he feels it. Whether he understands it or not, the energy reaches him. You've done it. You've tuned your frequency. You've projected the signal. Your body felt it. Your heart anchored it. Your consciousness sent it. Now you let the universe respond. If you'd like the next part, which covers how to maintain the vibration without sabotaging it, I can continue with that next. Your first conscious move, embrace silence. After completing a deeply focused, energetic practice, it's natural to feel a wave of emotional release, followed by a small voice asking, so what now? When will something shift? What if it didn't actually work? As innocent as those thoughts might seem, they disrupt the frequency you've just set. Not because you always need to think positively, but because those thoughts draw you back into a mindset of scarcity, where you're still waiting, still unsure. That's exactly why the first intentional step after such a practice is silence. Avoid talking about it. Don't try to dissect or explain what you did. Let it remain inside you like a seed quietly resting in fertile soil. Silence itself has a magnetic pull. It keeps your energy focused and intact. To help preserve and support that energy, here are 3 gentle tools you can use in the hours and days that follow. They're not meant to replace the practice or repeat it, but to reinforce the vibration with ease. 1. The grounding gesture. Without visualization, use the same physical cue you used during the exercise, like placing your hand over your heart, folding your hands, or brushing your forehead. Throughout your day, repeat this action casually, without visualizing anything or thinking about the person. It's just a gentle reminder to your body the bond is already there. This motion doesn't generate the energy again, it confirms it. Use it whenever your thoughts feel scattered or distracted. 2. The centered thought. The energy's already moving. Instead of repeating affirmations like, "He's thinking about me," which can sometimes feel untrue. Anchor yourself in a neutral but powerful phrase. The message is already sent. The energy is handling it now. This keeps your mind relaxed, calm, and open rather than grasping or doubting. It allows your frequency to stay in flow without tension. 3. The breath of openness, just 30 seconds daily. Once a day, place your hand on your chest and take 3 intentional, slow breaths, just like you did during the original practice. Don't ask for anything. Don't long for anything. Simply create inner space, saying to yourself, "I'm here," open to receive without urgency. Now, just as crucial as what you do is what you consciously choose not to do. Here are 3 common missteps that can interfere with the energetic link you've cultivated. Overdoing the exercise. You don't need to repeat the process over and over in a day. That kind of repetition can create emotional fatigue and show a lack of trust. Only revisit it if your body feels genuinely drawn to it, not to control the outcome. Constantly hunting for confirmation, checking posts, watching stories, waiting minute by minute for a sign. That's not staying open, that's energetic surveillance. Real alignment happens when you're calm and present, not when you're obsessively tracking signs, talking about it too soon. It may seem harmless to share what you did, but doing so too quickly can weaken the vibration. Keep this work sacred. Let your energy speak louder than your words. Live as the version of yourself who already knows, without chasing, without asking, just remembering. It might feel innocent, but talking about your practice too soon can weaken its impact. Energy, like intention, needs time to take root. This is deeply personal work, more about what you emit than what you say. Carry that frequency like someone who already understands the truth. That's the shift. It's not about saying the right lines to get a result. It's about showing up as someone who already has it within her. And that's not about putting on an act. It's about a real internal change. Something subtle but powerful shifts in how you carry yourself, how you move, how you think. You're no longer watching for signs. You're simply open to receive them. You're not craving validation. You're exuding presence. You're not questioning. You're remembering. Let your day unfold naturally. Keep your routines. Stay grounded. And when his image floats into your mind, don't overanalyze it. Just smile gently and think, "Of course, he's thinking of me too." Then keep going, like someone who already knows the connection exists. This realization that you no longer need to chase proof is everything. The transformation didn't start with a message or a phone call. It started inside you. That link you sparked doesn't rely on him replying or reaching out. It thrives on your ability to remain steady in this grounded, confident stillness. Because when a woman reconnects with her inner power, her aura becomes magnetic. It's not about what she says or how she acts, it's what she radiates. That energy touches others on a level they may not even understand. And if you're reading this now, it's no accident. A part of you is already ready to embrace that state again. It's the peace that follows longing, the clarity after uncertainty, the silent glow that comes with truly knowing you are in someone's thoughts, without ever having to chase it. Let it go, not from fear or defeat, but from full trust. That energy is already flowing. You're not controlling it, you're inspiring it, quietly, from within. Thank you for showing up for yourself. And if someone you know needs to remember their own inner spark, feel free to share this, not as a fix, but as a return to themselves. Until next time, breathe, hold your center, and remember, he's thinking of you too.